Be prepared. Everyone thought the chaos ended in March. What they didn't see was the trap hidden in the quiet. They forgot what comes after the eclipse. Feel that? That unsettling calm? This month starts with a strange, eerie silence, like the universe is holding its breath. And that's exactly why it's suspicious. This isn't just a slow start to the month. Something is recalibrating. Something is waiting. The energy left behind from March's eclipses hasn't settled. You might have noticed it. Random mood swings, an odd sense of déjà vu, or feeling like you're waiting for something, but you don't know what. That's because we're in the aftershock zone. The quiet is not peace. It's the pause before something shifts. Sometimes it's not the chaos you should fear, it's the silence that comes before it. This kind of calm, it's unnatural, it's tense. It could be the type of stillness that holds more danger than the storm itself. Because when everything goes quiet, that's when the biggest shifts are already in motion. You just can't see them yet. And be aware, because there's one specific reason the weather will be acting strange this month. I'll explain that reason later, so stick around. This is something you can't afford to miss. But before we get there, you need to pay attention, because something is already happening on April 3rd, and it's a little too good to be true. The illusion of progress can be more dangerous than no progress at all. April doesn't really start quietly. It throws bait. On April 3rd, the moon meets Jupiter. Normally, this would feel like a blessing. Jupiter is expansion, luck, growth. You might wake up feeling lighter, optimistic, certain that things are falling into place. And that's exactly the problem. The universe is testing who's truly ready. This energy can make you feel like doors are flying open, but not every open door is meant for you. This is a cosmic trap for the impatient. People might suddenly get bold with money, take risks in love, or make impulsive choices thinking it's divine timing. It's not. This is like getting handed a winning lottery ticket, but the fine print says, you owe double later. The lesson? Be careful what you jump into. The reward might not be what you think. And if you think this is the only trick April has up its sleeve, wait until you hear what's happening next. You thought the portal closed, but it just widened. If you think you've moved on from the chaos of March's eclipses, think again. Because on April 13th, the full moon arrives like a ghost from the past, reactivating everything you thought was over. This isn't just another full moon. It's an echo moon, a lunar aftershock, a ripple effect of March's eclipses that pulls unfinished business back into the light. The things you ignored, the lessons you skipped, the karmic threads left hanging, this moon forces you to deal with them. And if you're thinking, but I already processed everything, the universe disagrees. Ask yourself, what have you refused to change since the eclipses? Because this moon will drag it out of you one way or another. You might notice people from your past resurfacing, strange coincidences pulling you back to an old version of yourself, emotional waves that seem to come from nowhere. But nothing is random right now. This full moon is a final test. Will you break the cycle or fall right back into it? And just when you think you've got clarity, April 16th arrives, and suddenly, reality itself starts to blur. This is when spiritual downloads get distorted. On April 16th, Mercury, the planet of communication, conjuncts Neptune, the master of illusion. This is a recipe for confusion, a time where truth bends, perceptions warp, and intuition gets tangled with fantasy. You might feel hyper-intuitive, like your dreams are trying to tell you something, or your gut feelings are on fire. But be careful, not everything your mind tells you is true. This is the worst time for clear thinking. Conversations might feel off. Messages could get misinterpreted. Agreements made now could turn into headaches later. If you sign a contract, double-check every word. If you hear a rumor, don't believe it immediately. Deception energy is high. But here's the paradox. While the physical world is drenched in fog, the spiritual realm is wide open. This is a golden moment for deep meditation, spiritual downloads, and creative breakthroughs. The problem? You have to separate real insight from illusions. The best way to handle this? Observe. Don't react. Don't decide. Just listen. Because something about this week is not what it seems. And if you think this energy is wild, wait until April 22nd, when something ancient wakes up. Something is off in the air. You can feel it, but you can't explain it. As April moves toward the 22nd, reality itself starts acting strange. The weather doesn't match the mood. The sky says one thing, but your body says another. Some of you will wake up in perfect sunshine, but feel an unshakable weight in your chest. Others will find themselves unusually calm during a storm, as if their energy is sinking with something much bigger. And then there's the pressure, that weird invisible pull, like something is shifting, but you can't see it. This isn't just your emotions playing tricks on you. It's not just spring weather or solar activity. It's atmospheric distortion. Something is moving through our sky, and it's not just light. The Lyrid meteor shower is about to hit its peak, one of the oldest recorded meteor showers in history. It doesn't just pass by. It stirs something. Cosmic dust and charged particles. This is old energy burning up in the atmosphere. It's not just a visual event, it's an energetic shift. And if you're sensitive to these things, you will feel it. Time might start feeling weird. Days will pass too fast or too slow. Some of you will feel like you're losing track of conversations, like your thoughts are slipping between the cracks of reality. Because as the sky lights up with falling stars, some of you will feel watched. A presence in your dreams, a whisper in the wind, a gut feeling that something is just beyond the edge of what your eyes can see. And here's the most important part. When energy amplifies, so does attraction, which brings us straight into April 24th. Because something is about to pull you in, and it's going to be impossible to ignore. This is the glow-up energy, but not everyone is ready for the spotlight. Venus, the planet of beauty, attraction, and desire, reaches its brightest point on April 24th. This is the moment when light is turned all the way up, not just in the sky, but in your life. And when the light gets brighter, it reveals everything. People will start noticing you in ways they haven't before. The things you've been cultivating internally, they're now showing up externally. The confidence you've built, the energy you've shifted, the growth you've worked for, it's all coming to the surface. But here's the thing, visibility doesn't just attract what you want. It attracts everything. Some will be drawn to your glow with admiration, others with a sense of unease, like your light is making their shadows more obvious. And some won't even know why they feel compelled to reach out to you, but they will. That's the power of Venus at full force. You might notice unexpected messages, old connections resurfacing, people suddenly remembering you exist. But not all of it is admiration. Some of it is energy testing your boundaries. Will you dim yourself to make others comfortable, or will you stand fully in what you've become? This isn't just about romance either. This is magnetism in every form. Attention, opportunities, sudden synchronicities. You might feel like the universe is throwing signs at you from every direction, but here's the catch. Venus energy doesn't just bring attraction, it brings acceleration. What you say yes to right now will move fast. Relationships, career moves, life shifts. This is where you decide, are you attracting what aligns or just what's available? Because when Venus shines this bright, everything comes to the surface, including what's no longer meant for you. Without realizing it, you're triggering other people's spiritual upgrades. You might notice it in subtle ways. People suddenly looking at you differently, listening more intently, even mimicking your energy without realizing it. This also has to do with what we've just discussed, Venus at peak brightness. But it's more than just attraction. It's magnetism with consequence. But here's what's really happening. Your frequency is hitting people's subconscious like a tuning fork. Some will feel inspired by you, others will feel threatened. But neither reaction has anything to do with you. It's about what's waking up inside them. You might find yourself in deep conversations you didn't initiate. Strangers might overshare their emotions as if you're a safe space they didn't know they needed. And if you've been on this path for a while, you'll sense it. So don't be surprised if you attract people who want your energy but don't understand it. People who follow your lead but resist their own path. Or even those who test you because they don't know how else to respond. This is what happens when you start radiating at a level people aren't used to. And this is where a lot of spiritually aware people start to shrink. They feel the weight of being noticed. They sense the shift in how others treat them, and they start toning it down. Don't. This isn't about carrying others. This isn't about guiding them. It's about being yourself without apology and letting the resonance do its work. Because whether you like it or not, you're a walking activator now. But while your light is pulling people in, something else is happening too. Because in the days ahead, your own energy might start feeling overloaded. And it's not just because of other people. It's because the sky is about to flood your aura with static. Your aura might get oversaturated, and you'll feel it like static in your nervous system. April 22nd to 28 is a sensory overload. The Lyrid meteor shower is streaking across the sky. Venus is hitting max brightness. And a rare cosmic gathering, Venus, Saturn, and Neptune, is stirring up the deeper layers of reality. This isn't just another week, it's a frequency spike. Your body is picking up signals it doesn't know how to process. You might wake up feeling fine, and by midday, your brain feels like it's swimming through fog. Conversations feel loud. Silence feels louder. Even your own emotions might feel like they belong to someone else. You're not crazy. You're absorbing too much. Think of your energy field like a radio antenna. During that time, it will be tuned to every station at once. Spiritual downloads, old emotions, collective energy shifts, it's all coming through, and your system is struggling to sort it out. For some, this will feel like a pressure behind the eyes, a strange tension in the air, or even the sensation of being plugged in, but without direction. Others might experience an overwhelming urge to disconnect, withdraw, and be alone, not because they're upset, but because their nervous system needs a break. This is where people get it wrong. They think feeling drained means they should push harder. No, you don't fix an overloaded circuit by adding more electricity. If you've been deep in spiritual work, this is the time to step back. Let the excess settle. Not every message needs to be interpreted. Not every feeling needs to be dissected. The reason you feel spaced out? Your system is trying to expand too fast. Even too much light can blur your vision. April isn't peaceful. It's quietly extreme. The skies look soft. The energy feels light. But that's the illusion. This month isn't calm, it's calculated. The chaos isn't loud, it's precise. The distractions fade just enough for the real shifts to sneak in. You're not being overwhelmed. You're being tested silently. April doesn't shove. It whispers. And if you're not paying attention, The biggest transformations will pass you by completely unnoticed. This is spiritual sleight of hand. Change disguised as stillness. Most will coast on autopilot, but a few will feel it. This month rewards the ones who see the unseen. Miss it, and you'll wake up in May wondering how everything changed without a sound. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.